So now logically speaking, what is the best time I can choose a candidate? 1 minute narration. The candidate is given a full free hand to express himself and nobody is disturbing him. So in my terms, in my words, it is called golden minute of your life. If you utilize that well, you can stay there for 4 more days. If you don't utilize it well, you will come back like a boomerang. Person. Gender, if you are unable to identify, what will you write? Male, female, person. Age, approx age. Nobody is telling you, hey, 22 correct likh diya. So proper 5 marks extra. Nothing. Whatever you feel, 21, 20, 23, 18. Don't write 18 to 20. 20 to 24. Wrong. If you feel 24, just write 24. Positive, negative. This is correct. This is wrong. So 8 to 10 lines में आपका story कैसे बनाएंगे? 2 lines for the introduction, 2 lines for the past, 2 lines present and 2 lines climax future. 3 Idiots देखा? Okay. तो हीरो का एक बेस सेटिंग होता है इंट्रोडक्शन. डायरेक्टर ने उसका आगे पीछे कर दिया. But if you have to tell somebody यार मूवी कैसा है, you will tell ना यार ऐसे एक बहुत knowledgeable person है but उसके पास पैसा नहीं है, तो उसका पापा ने दूसरे के नाम में इसको कॉलेज भेज दिया. सिस्टम को क्वेश्चन करेगा, करेक्ट? फिर सिस्टम में चेंज लाना कोशिश करेगा, फिर जो चेंज लाएगा वो फ्यूचर जनरेशन को पॉजन करे. यही वो मूवी का बेस लाइन. तो ये बेस लाइन यहां लिख दो. Try and not write, or try and avoid Raju wants to become armed force officer. OAR, you are aware? What is OAR? रेटिंग का क्या है? 1 to 10. 1 is good or bad? 1 is very good. Okay. Okay. In my experience of 3 years in SSB and 2 years into coaching and all those things, I never found a candidate who is OAR 5. I never came across. 4, very rarely. Very rarely I found. Yes, but I found. Normally 2 and 3. 1 is also sometimes. Not rare, but sometimes. Clear? So the maximum part of India falls under, okay, which comes to the SSB. So where you will fall? So Force Defense Academy, let us assume we will fall somewhere here, okay? Okay, anybody who goes generically socially aware guy, mentally aware, without ज़्यादा much preparation can easily fall here. तो हम यहाँ पे आ गए, इतना पैसा खर्च कर दिया, इतना पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, आपका लाइब्रेरी है, टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, नॉट वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, तो वी मस्ट फॉल समवेयर इनटू दिस. इतना तो आई फील आई कैन अश्योर हो कि यार इंडिया रिटर्न एग्जाम तो क्रैक कर दिया, यहीं पे तो गिर जाएंगे. तो डू यू थिंक वी नीड टू वरी अबाउट दिस? नीड नॉट वरी. बट ऐसा नहीं कि लूज छोड़ने का दिमाग है तो उसको यूज कर लो, तो इतना तो हो ही जाएगा. तो इसके लिए अलग से कोचिंग चाहिए, गाइडेंस चाहिए. इसको कैसे बिना कोचिंग कर सकते हैं? इफ यू आस्क मी पर्सनली, the time you invest towards brushing your teeth is more than enough. 10 minutes a day, same 10 minutes give for this, but every day. रोज ब्रश करते हैं रोज इसको भी कर लो. ठीक है, 10-10 मिनट इसके लिए ध्यान दो. एवरी डे इज मोर देन इनफ. इट इज जस्ट लाइक योर फॉर ब्रेन. ओके, इसके लिए स्पेशल कुछ नहीं चाहिए. बॉडी के लिए थोड़ा 10 मिनट एक्सरसाइज देना जरूरी है. ब्रेन का 10 मिनट एक्सरसाइज दे के छोड़ दो, ज्यादा टाइम इन्वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं. if you want to cut down my time and then invest somewhere, you can cut down for this. Normally आप यहीं के गिर जाएंगे. No need to worry about this. Okay, now coming on to PPT strategy. If you have 150 people in front of you and told take the best ones for stage 2, what are all strategies you will follow? You have OAR. I already told you, अगर पूरा 150 में कितने लोग OAR 2 and 3 में मिलेंगे? So 1 to 150. तो इसमें who will fall into OAR 2 and how many will fall into OAR 3? So almost दोनों मिलाएंगे तो 130 students we can take. तो ब्राइट 5 बच्चे यहाँ दे देंगे, 10 बच्चे यहाँ दे देंगे. What happened, bro? Again I touched. Unknowingly I'm touching. ठीक है? So do you think this is going to decide कि who is the best? This is one of the factors, but this is not the only factor which can give me a clarity, because I am getting confusion only here. If I am an assessor, or if you are a assessor who has to choose the best, my one level of testing is giving me what? And I can't cut this. Yeah, I have to include this only. Only this is waste for me. Remaining 140 people are doing this. So where will I concentrate to choose a candidate? Ppdt? Okay. Okay. So Ppdt. Ppdt में क्या क्या है? आपको 30 seconds time for looking at the 1 minute to mark the characters, 4 minutes to write a story, 1 minute to narrate, and then 15 minutes to discuss. Correct? Okay. ये सबका टाइम सेम है, तो इसमें क्या करेंगे सब लोग? Observe and think what kind of stories you can write. Correct? Okay. Have you seen a OIR, PPT's sheet? Everyone? Freshers also? Okay. So how does it look like? Look like something like this? Huh? On top it will have your name, chest number, date, batch number, and something will be there. So correct, no? Name, chest number, batch number, date, and one more thing, 4 or 5 datas. Here it is written action. Correct? Okay. Now you have seen many pictures. You are told how to mark. How? In that approximate position, like let us say one boy, one girl, they are standing. So how will you mark? One male, 25 positive, one female, 23 positive. Clear? And there was one small kid turning that side, face not seen. Then person 6 neutral. You are now aware? So male you will write what? Gender you will write male, female, person. Gender, if you are unable to identify, what will you write? Male, female, person. Age, approx age. Nobody is telling you, hey, 22 correct lik diya, so proper 5 marks extra. Nothing. Whatever you feel, 21, 20, 23, 18. Don't write 18 to 20. 20 to 24. Wrong. If you feel 24, just write 24. Okay? So male, female, person, age, this thing. Mood is positive, negative. This is correct. This is wrong. Okay, so generally write like that. Fine. Okay, what will you write in action? Whatever. So, okay, that it has to be a one-liner. Save time. How much time you have to do all this? In 1 minute best. Okay, if that picture has got more people, about 8 to 10 people, what? Here, how will you mark? Okay, see, listen, if there are many characters, like in that picture 8 people are there, 10 people are there. Okay, there is one picture like 4 5 boys are standing, and then there are 2 3 people standing there side and lifting a trophy. अब total picture में तो 10 लोग हैं, अब कैसे mark करेंगे? Action में क्या है? Lifting trophy, winning cricket champion trophy, something you write. And then here, if you still have time, you can mark the nearby characters, as many as possible. Your central character you have to encircle so that the assessor understands who is your central character. Let us take the female as central character. So you have to do this. So the assessor is aware, okay, this is the person whom you are talking about. समझा? तो ये आपका स्टोरी का हीरो या हीरोइन जो भी है वो पूरा स्टोरी का चला रहे हैं. What is the term protagonist means? Protagonist, hero or heroine or the main character who is taking like this. So now assume there are another 7 people in the picture. Assume, okay. So now you will write like, where is that? I should not come closer to this. Sheila along with her friends. काम हो गया? All 7 covered. Correct, that's all. Here if you're, see, you have 1 minute. 1 minute mein you have to mark your central character is must, mandatory. You have to write this is mandatory. After that, this will take about 15 to 20 seconds. Remaining 40 seconds, if you want to mark 7 characters, sir, I can mark only 2. It's okay. Sir, I can mark only 4. It's okay. Sir, I can mark all 7. Fine. Assessor will be looking who is your central character. Are you able to identify the gender generally? Mandatory ये है, जरूरी ये है, आपकी central character तो 100% मार्क होना है, उसको आप सर्कल करना है. एक्शन तो लिखना ही है. तो ये दोनों पहले कर दो, उसके बाद आपको जितना टाइम मिल रहा है तब. अगर 3 ही पिक्चर में 3 ही कैरेक्टर या 2 ही कैरेक्टर तो इतना तो मार्क कर ही सकते हैं हम. अगर 5 के ऊपर है तो फॉलो दिस स्ट्रैटेजी. क्लियर? हाउ विल यू राइट योर स्टोरी? तो नॉर्मल 4 मिनट में कितना लाइन लिख सकते हैं आप सब? 8 to 10 lines. Generally normal average students of your age with any speed can write up to 8 to 10 lines. Correct? तो 8 to 10 lines में आपका स्टोरी कैसे बनाएंगे? 2 lines for the introduction, 2 lines for the past, 2 lines present and 2 lines climax future. Okay? 2 lines for the past, 2 present, 2 future और 2 लाइन का हीरो को इंट्रोडक्शन कि हीरो और हीरोइन उनका कैपेबिलिटीज क्या है, यू वांट अरेंज कम देन लुक हियर. ओके, सो यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट पार्ट. सिंपल हो जाएगा. व्हाट इज द लेटेस्ट मूवी ऑल्सो? 3 Idiots देखा? ओके, तो सभी ने देख लिया? इसमें भी कोई एग्जेप्शन है? तो हीरो का एक बेस सेटिंग होता है इंट्रोडक्शन. डायरेक्टर ने उसका आगे पीछे कर दिया, बट इफ यू हैव टू टेल समबडी यार मूवी कैसा है, यू विल टेल ना यार ऐसे एक बहुत नॉलेजेबल पर्सन है बट उसके पास पैसा नहीं है तो उसका पापा ने दूसरे का नाम है इसको कॉलेज भेज दिया. करेक्ट? वो कॉलेज में जाएगा, कॉलेज में क्या करेगा? सिस्टम को क्वेश्चन करेगा. करेक्ट? फिर सिस्टम में चेंज लाना कोशिश करेगा. फिर जो चेंज लाएगा वो फ्यूचर जनरेशन को पॉजन करेगा. यही है मूवी का बेस लाइन. तो ये बेस लाइन यहाँ लिख दो. अब उसको राजू नाम देना है, श्याम देना है, शीला देना है, रूपा देना है, जो नाम देना है दे दो. बट वो इस पिक्चर का रेलेवेंट होना है जो आपको एसएसबी में दिखा. ऐसा नहीं कि 3 Idiots का स्टोरी लिख रहे हैं वहां. ओके, ट्राई एंड नॉट राइट, ट्राई एंड अवॉइड राजू वांट्स टू बिकम आर्म फोर्स ऑफिसर अनलेस अदरवाइज उस पिक्चर में कुछ यूनिफॉर्म दिख रहा है. उस पिक्चर में यूनिफॉर्म दिख गया, लिखो, चलेगा, एक्सेप्टेड. पुलिस बन गया, ऑफिसर बन गया, चलेगा. यूनिफॉर्म वहां पे तो फॉर्मल्स में सब खड़ा है, नॉर्मल ड्रेस में खड़ा है, फॉर्मर दिखा रहे हैं एंड यू आर राइटिंग ही वांट्स टू बिकम आर्म फोर्स ऑफिसर. टोटली इररिलेवेंट ना. तो दिस इज ए स्टिमुलस टेस्ट. आपको एक स्टिमुलस दिया है, उस स्टिमुलस को आप कैसे परसीव करके रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं. तो इस स्टिमुलस टेस्ट को आप कैसे अच्छी तरह रिस्पॉन्ड करना है इज इंपॉर्टेंट. क्लियर? तो वैसे करने का. ओके ओके, ऑलमोस्ट अब मान लो अपना बैच में 150 स्टूडेंट्स है ना, उसमें से 10 तो आउट हो गए, OR 4, बट आउट गारंटी नहीं है, OR 4 हो गया. ठीक है, तो इस 140 स्टूडेंट्स में कितने लोग इस तरह का स्टोरी लिखेंगे जैसे अभी मैंने बताया? हाँ, जिनको पता है, कहीं कोचिंग का है, कहीं यूट्यूब देखे, वीडियोस देखे, थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया है, कुछ रिपीट रहे, फ्रेंड से बातचीत की है, दे विल राइट. रिमेनिंग दे विल बी लाइक लॉस्ट. यार कोई बोला स्टोरी लिखने के लिए, मैं तो लिख रहा हूँ, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा क्या लिखना है, कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शन में कंफ्यूजन हो जाएंगे. तो दे विल राइट कि इन द शोन पिक्चर आई हैव सीन 3 कैरेक्टर्स. दे विल राइट लाइक दैट. अगर ऐसे कोई आपको नहीं बताया तो ही विल राइट लाइक दैट ना, वेरी सिंपल। उसको क्यों इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या मिल रहा है, पिक्चर में 2 दिख रहा है उसके हिसाब से स्टोरी लिखो, वो लिखेगा। पिक्चर में 3 था, उसमें एक फादर था, एक मदर था, एक बेटा था, फादर और मदर का बच्चा का कौन सा स्कूल में डालना है वो प्लान कर, वैसे स्टोरी लिखेगा। उसमें इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं रहेगा, पास्ट क्या रहेगा, फ्यूचर, वो बस उसको 5-4 मिनट में क्या लिखना लिखेगा। तो आपका कंपटीशन 140 से क्या हो गया, 80 हो गया। 60 लोग तो इसमें आउट हो जाएंगे, उनको आइडिया नहीं है। तो आपके कंपटीशन 80 लोग से है। लेट अस अज्यूम एसएसबी वांट्स टू कीप हाउ मेनी पीपल, लेट अस अज्यूम एसएसबी का कोई ऐसा, तो वी विल टेक 40। तो आपका प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ स्टेइंग इनसाइड इज हाउ मच, 1:2, या मैं या मेरा बगल में बैठा है, ठीक है। तो ये हो गया आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी। अब इसको और स्ट्रेंथन करने का क्या है नेक्स्ट, तो नरेशन में you will be made to sit in a semicircular pattern. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12 13 14 15. Okay, GTO will be sitting here, IO side generally. अगर इस तरफ बैठ गया तो डोंट टेल कि सर विमल सर ने बोला जीटीओ इस तरफ ही बैठे रहेंगे। अगर उन्होंने जीटीओ को बोला यहाँ पर तो बैठ जाएंगे, बट मोस्ट लाइकली आईओ सेंटर में रहते हैं। यू कैन फाइंड मोस्ट सीनियर पीपल, तो लाइक दैट। सो दिस इज योर जनरल सीटिंग प्लान। ब्रीफिंग आपको सुना है कभी? व्हाट? आई विल गिव यू ऑन ब्रीफिंग, नाउ लिसन टू इट। ओके, सो व्हेन यू कम हियर, योर बैच मे बी 15 or it may be lesser. Okay, it can be 10 also, it can be 8 or it can be 15 full. Okay, so yours may be 1 to 15. So come down from the hall, take a short break, and then you are called inside. Agar assume if your chest number is 135 to 150, you'll be made to wait for 1-2 hours. By then you would have forgot your stories also. Hi. So there is a possibility when you go inside, in your chairs only your story sheets will be kept. So when you go, you sit, they will tell you take your story sheet and sit, and then they will give you about 30 seconds to 1 minute to go through the story. Now I will give you exact same briefing what you hear in SSB. Listen to it attentively, don't sleep, and then if you have any doubts, ask me. Okay, now let us assume you all are coming here and settling down. Okay, so I am standing here and giving you briefing. Okay gentlemen, come and take down your seats as per your sequence. Take your answer sheets, sit down. Once you settle down comfortably, I'll be asking you something. So once you settle down, okay, hi, how was your food? Generic questions, all that. Okay, fine. Now just ensure all of you got your own story sheets. You will all say yes, sir? Okay, fine. I'll give you about 30 seconds time to go through your story sheet and refresh your memory. You all will be reading, I'll be looking at my watch. So after 30 seconds, okay, time up. Start passing your story sheets on your left. I'll pick it up, I'll come and hand over to one of the assessors here. It may be psych or mostly psych. Okay, so I give and then I come and stand in front of you. Okay gentlemen, a little while ago you were shown a picture on the screen based on which you have written a story on a sheet of paper. The activity which we are going to conduct is in continuation of the same. Initially we would like each one of you to narrate your individual story, mentioning the number of characters seen, their age, gender and mood as perceived by you. Thereafter, briefly describe as to what led to the situation, what is happening now and what is the most likely outcome. Once you are done with your narration, you all have to discuss amongst yourself to arrive at a consensus again on the number of characters seen, their age, gender and mood, and the most likely situation which most of you, if not all of you, would like to agree upon. Thereafter, you can nominate one person who can narrate the consensus arrived at. Consensus means a common theme. Okay, it can be anyone among your group members. Any doubt? No doubt. If there are no doubts, I shall mention a few more points which you have to keep in your mind. For individual narration, we will start with chess number 1 and then go in a sequential manner till we complete with chess number 15. During your individual narration, there is no need to get up. All of you will remain seated. No need to get up and speak. Remain seated and speak. Likewise, no salutation is required. Like good morning, sir, good afternoon, sir. Nothing is required. You can straight away start off with your stories. Alright? And then we will follow this sequential manner. Once the last person completes, you can straight away start off with your discussion. No separate permission will be given. Do not look at me for permission. Now during this entire process, always look at your friends. Do not look at the assessors. Assume there are no assessors. Always look at your friends and discuss. The time is limited, and then so we must have enough time for our discussion. So as a guideline, we can stick on to a time limit of 1 minute per person. So if anybody is taking more than a minute, I may say next. The next person will automatically start. Okay. The language to be used here is English. However, if you get stuck, you may speak in Hindi for a while, but do revert to English as soon as you can. Alright. During the group discussion, there are no restrictions, but however, just keep in mind at any one point in time, at least one will speak. Because if all of us speak simultaneously, then nobody will understand what is being said. Just keep this always in your mind. Any doubts? Just in case, if at all, if any of you are unable to complete your story in that 4 minutes, you can add a line or two during your narration to give a conclusion. But do not deviate much from this story what you have written. Clear? Good to go? Ready to start? Okay, if chest number 1 is ready, we will start. Ready? Okay. So this is how it will start. And then it will happen. We will have a practical demo. Okay? We will have a practical demo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all those things will happen. Once the 15th person completes, what will happen? GD will start, and then all of them will shout, and then shout together, and then that will happen. So during the GD, is it easy for the assessor to select the candidate or tough? Tough? Correct. So now logically speaking, what is the best time I can choose a candidate? 1 minute narration. In that 1 minute, what is happening? The candidate is given a full free hand to express himself, and nobody is disturbing him. So in my terms, in my words, it is called golden minute of your life. If you utilize that well, you can stay there for 4 more days. If you don't utilize it well, you will come back like a boomerang. Clear? So now if you see the whole process of stage 1, what is the one deciding factor? That 1 minute is your deciding factor. So you have to give your best in that 1 minute so that you find a seat for stage 2.